Hey Budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are doing a quick grocery haul, $130 what I spent this week, and then we're going to talk a bit about meal prepping. I'm prepping a lot of sandwiches this week. So you guys can see this is my grocery haul here. I got all of this plus a little bit of meat you're going to see in a second. It was $130. That is a staple price for me about how much I spend week to week. I do not want to talk about everything item by item because you guys can see what's on the screen, but I want to talk about the big spenders and what took the most out of that $130. I did get the allergy meds for $8. The Nutella was $9. I have some gluten-free breads you can see back there. I spent $12 on. Pistachios were $10, and then the meatballs here are $9. Then I have some waters. I don't know if I quite showed it, but all of that was $130. So now I'm just putting things away in my pantry, if you will. Yes, I need to organize. It is a hot mess right now, but it is what it is. This is my boys' snack spot. Anything in the snack spot is very open and go. Whatever my boys want, whenever they want it, they have access to it. I do not control the snacks in this house. Just what it is. Let me go ahead and take this second to say, if you are vegan or vegetarian, click out of this video now. Please continue to watch my cash budgeting, cash and money videos, but my meal preps will not be for you. With that being said, you will see me in the background of this video prepping bacon like on and off because that's going to be a part of our breakfast bagels. So while that bacon preps in the background, I'm going to be here prepping the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as well as a cinnamon spread, if you will. It's like a Captain Crunch spread. I'm prepping those sandwiches for my boys. We used to spend a ton of money every single month on those prepackaged sandwiches, but those things are about $1 a piece now, and I'm talking about the ones without the crust. So I found this little handy dandy thing on Amazon for $10 that lets you make those yourself. So instead of spending $1 per every single sandwich, I'm spending about $1 per 10 of those sandwiches. So it's it's a much better price point, right? So I just showed you guys the spread name. It is something I found at Sam's, and it has been something that my youngest son really, really likes, and he does not like jelly. He doesn't really like peanut butter, but I'm sort of getting him to eat the peanut butter and cinnamon spread sandwich, just like I'm sneaking the peanut butter in there, right? So as you guys can see, I am just spreading the mixture in the middle of the bread because that's going to be important whenever we start using the cutting machine. So these are two of the variations or ways that we make these kinds of sandwiches. It is a peanut butter and jelly spread on one side for one kid, and then a peanut butter and cinnamon spread or Captain Crunch spread on the other side. This is the little cutter. I got it for $10 off of Amazon. I will share that link in the description. Again, game changer. This is how I like to store these pre-made crust-free sandwiches, if you will. I got these red loaf keepers on Amazon. It was a set of 2 for $21. Again, I'll share that below. You guys will find the theme with me is that I buy everything off of Amazon. I do live in South Mississippi. There's not a ton of specialty stores. There's no container store. So I purchase everything off of Amazon. So I am just storing those by types. You have 2 of those loaf keepers, and I separated each sandwich with parchment paper. That's important, or they're all gonna stick together. I also like to use painter's tape and a permanent marker. I do that on literally everything because it's easy to change. I'll label it on the top so I know what's in each container. So now we've moved on to 20 more sandwiches. So we already have 20 in the background already stored. Now we are prepping 20 more. I'm doing 10 cheese and pepperoni sandwiches for one kid who likes that. The other kid does not like pepperoni and cheese mixed with bread. He doesn't like cheese at all. So I am just doing ham sandwiches for him. So I use the third little piece of the sandwich maker. Whenever you buy something like this, it will have instructions and tell you how to use it. But there's one piece that is just for cutting the stuff that you put in the center. I was using that to cut up the ham. If you are making just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you can make about 40 sandwiches for $4. I, of course, am using ham and pepperoni. Ham's about $5 a bag. Pepperoni is about $2.50 if you want 1.5 pepperonis per sandwich. Ideally, I would have done about 2 pepperonis or 3 per sandwich. I just did not purchase enough for this week. So here we are, we have 40 sandwiches prepped and ready to go for easy lunches for the boys in these containers. I'm gonna go ahead and store them in my deep freeze. Really need to organize that, but hashtag real life. I did take a break. The boys wanted to go outside, so you're seeing me later in the day at this point, and we are going to prep the breakfast sandwiches. For the breakfast sandwiches, we're gonna start off by prepping the eggs. I bought these little silicone mats off of, guess where? Amazon. They were 3 of them for $12. So again, I will link that below. This is my very first time using it because I just purchased it to try with these sandwiches. I did turn on the oven and get it set to 350 degrees. Here I am regretting all of my life decisions. I should have mixed these eggs beforehand, but I wanted to mix some up like more scrambled styled so it would be completely yellow for my kid that I knew was not gonna wanna eat them if they were not mixed together. While we wait for the eggs to cook, let's go ahead and make some ham sandwiches for myself. Like I said, I did buy some gluten-free bread for myself. I am not someone who eats completely gluten-free, but I do have autoimmune issues, and I think gluten highly affects it. So guys, we're in a recession. Don't judge my sandwiches. I did not want to spend extra money on new pieces of ham, so I'm just using the edges that I cut off of the sandwiches for my sons, and I'm using those like edge pieces or whatever. So another thought is I am using baggies in this video. You will see me using plastic, but I'm trying to get away from that. I found that a barrier that I have is I do not like using plastic baggies, so I end up not meal prepping. Well, I found these unbleached paper sandwich bags that I'm going to be using in the future. They just didn't come early enough for this video or for this meal prep. So, you know, I'm just showing you guys that's the quart size, and earlier was the sandwich bag size. It did come with stickers. I think that doesn't make it so reusable. I might use it sometimes, but anyway, just want to show you guys what I will be using in the future. And yes, I'm not somebody that likes using plastic baggies. However, I'm also somebody that does not like reusable baggies because those always get like moldy in the corners for me. So I'm going to try paper. We're going to see how it goes. Now, while we are still waiting for the eggs, we're gonna go ahead and prep a snack for the week. I bought these pecans. My kids never eat them, so I'm going to make honey or candied pecans, if you will. I started out trying to make honey pecans, but I couldn't get my honey to squeeze out, and then I ended up just switching over to more of a candied style. I put some honey on there, I put some pure maple syrup, and then you see me sprinkling just a little bit of sugar on top, and then hand mixing it. If you make this, it's gonna be very sticky when you first start out, but as it cools, it will become hard and like not sticky. So while the oven was already heated at 350, I went ahead and put those in, and I'm taking out the eggs now because they are ready, putting a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge so they can cool a little bit while we prep the rest of the sandwich. So for the boys, I did buy mini bagels. It says it's a pack of 12, but surprisingly it came with a pack of 15. I don't know if that's a common mistake that they make, but I was pleasantly surprised. Then for myself, I do have the gluten-free bagels over to the side, just those few for me. I'm somebody that prefers rice and potatoes. I don't really eat a lot of bread, but when you think about it, if you're looking for quick, easy meal preps to bring out with you, you usually can't heat up rice and potatoes and stuff. So I did try in this meal prep to make myself some sandwiches, but bread is not what I typically go for anyway. So we're gonna try these out. I'll let you know how I like them. So I just put cheese on all of the sandwiches, the layer of the little egg patties. They came out perfectly, even though this was my first time doing this. And then we each got a piece of bacon or 2. Again, I'm going to be moving over to the paper baggies soon, and I think when I do that, I might wrap the boys individually. I haven't decided yet, but I went ahead and packed them 2 per each one because I know that whenever my boys go to eat them, they're each going to be eating one, so it does kind of make sense to group them together. I'm putting them in regular sandwich bags, and then I will put them in a freezer gallon bag. So I don't know. That always has made sense to me to just use one freezer bag, and then I can reuse it and throw away the little individual sandwich bags. Same as before, I like to use painter's tape. I don't know why. It's just easy to remove the painter's tape and a permanent marker to label everything and reuse the bag. So I'm just checking on those pecans again. I do check them about every 10 minutes and kind of give them a little bit of a shuffle. And here they are when they're done. When they're done, they're still going to be a little bit sticky. You want it to sit out for 20 to 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe 20 minutes just to cool off, and then they won't stick anymore. This is what they look like when they first come out. And then once they have had the time to cool off and to not be sticky anymore, you can see they like move around in the container. So that is it for today's video. I know that was a short and quick, and we moved way too fast. I think I will slow it down next time so I give myself the time to chat. If you like this style video, please comment below, give this video a thumbs up. This is new for my channel, but I think it's something, as prices are raising, I would love to incorporate and start putting more on my channel, focusing on meal preps and saving money in our grocery budget. As always, I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.